Messing the wire!
The child.
If you're gonna keep messing the wire when you come up on the computer, buddy, you can't stay here.
So.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Can
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice.
If it's really noisy, let me know. I'm trying to sort of skip by all the clubs, but I don't think all of them are as quiet as I want them to be. But
Oh, good.
It's just some background noise.
Sorry.
They're just mid-puzzle anyways.
oh, that's fine. Okay, so I tried to leave like as soon as I could, and then I got bullied into staying longer, and I was like, no, I have to go.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
So far, they have identified schools of magic associated with the pedestals and each of the draconic busts. They have
Ooh,
moved
okay.
all the busts into the correct order. You guys very luckily, none of you were standing in front of the one wrong statue, which would have blasted you with, like, what is it, 24d6 acid damage? Yeah. Man, if one of you guys was standing in front of that, would have been pretty funny.
Oh, no!
But no one was standing in front of it, and it is a line breath, so no one got hit by it. And they corrected their mistake, and now they're figuring out what the next step of the puzzle is. They know that blood or magic is involved, or at least Ray's blood does stuff with each of the basins in front of each of the heads, and that's where we're at.
Okay.
For the gold bust and the bowl next to it, the little indent.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just stick my hand into the indent and
Your bleeding one or your normal one?
The bleeding one, and
Okay.
cast a druidcraft cantrip? Should be transmutation.
Interesting.
Just to
Okay,
see
wait.
if something happens.
Oh, that's transmutation.
Interesting. Okay. Roll me the same Arcana check, Arcana with Wisdom, with advantage though. This is interesting. I like that you rolled a 24d6.
Okay. 18's
Okay,
better.
18. As you basically dab your hand into the basin, which is still slick with plenty of blood, especially considering you bled enough for like 4 different basins at this point, you put your hand in and end up smearing your blood in on the bottom of the basin. And for a moment, you feel that surge rise up again, that rising tide of blood. That's a name of my death metal band, by the way. And you cast Druidcraft. And you feel a connection with something. It's a weird amalgamation of, I say nature, not nature as in like elemental stuff, like fire and water, Avatar, Last Airbender shit. No, more like tall mountains, wide plains, islands, overgrown forests, and it pings your mind. It's very alluring to you. Not in a similar but nowhere near the same extreme sense as like your chromatic greed. It's desirable, but not envious or covetous. Those memories, those feelings that you were conjuring before of the comrades you have with you, they hold strong with you, but your mind, by instinct, I guess you would call it, or by, like, intrusive thought, remembers the times where you were alone. How freeing that was. It gives you, like, a sense of nostalgia, weirdly enough. And you sort of miss it. Yeah, like that sort of sense of you never knew what you had until it's gone.
Yeah.
This feeling of seclusion, of isolation. You cast Druidcraft. And nothing in particular populates the basin. But it's like a matter of, I say nothing particular, a bunch of stuff pops up, but nothing that is particular other than it's different types of plants, different types of flora. Roll me a nature check with advantage.
Nature check. Reyes be thinking about the time he gone walk about.
19. Okay. Oh yeah, we're +2. Right, nature the imp base goes in it.
Yeah.
Dumb as fuck. Roll 20, give us adjustable stat. Well, man, the day roll 20 lets us do it is when like everyone's characters are gonna feel that much more unique because it's like, oh, my nature's based off wisdom, but the wizard's is based off of it. Whatever. 19 though. You do know it is a thing of gold dragons like making their lairs in isolated realms. Secluded realms, not isolated necessarily. Sort of like a hermit, I guess.
Yeah.
And then your hand is in a pool of boiling blood.
No, it doesn't boil, but there is like a, sprigs of different types of plants. Some from hilllands, some from mountains, some from plains, some desert flowers, some undersea life as well, peculiarly enough, like different things. I would say also, it is also accompanied with a sense of superiority.
Yes. I think Reyes would look at the bust, sort of nod to himself, be like,
Yeah, you see this whiskered, bust looking down at you. That's maw wide open. Yeah, I would say that is a thing. All these busts are of different dragons, all mid-breath.
So when they
none of them look Gentile.
Death at us. That should have probably been.
Yeah, that was like that. Yeah, it didn't open its mouth and do it. Its mouth was already open the whole fucking time. Yeah.
If I take a step back, does the vegetation and the plants, do they remain there?
Nope, they're physical things.
Curiosity, are we still in the same room they were in last
yes.
game, or have we moved forward?
Nope,
No,
same
we're still in
room.
the same room.
Puzzle room. Puzzle room. I mean, you did move forward from the shock and Vesson and stuff like that.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah,
okay,
you moved forward from
that.
that one, but like the one where you ended at, you're in the same room.
I remember that. Sorry. I'll mute again.
It's all good. It's all good.
I was kidding, I was just getting very confused.
I didn't watch a
Looking
stream work
at
on mobile.
the red
It's
bust?
okay.
The red bus, yeah.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, because my hand's still bleeding. I'm
It
gonna
is, and thank goodness you have a constant source of temp HP, or else we probably would start getting worried.
Yeah. I'm gonna squeeze some of that, close my fist, open my mouth, and just sort of drip it into my mouth. And then with like just like a sort of like a fire eater at a show, carnival, I'm gonna use my breath weapon into the basin, just burning the blood into the little indent of the red bust there. See if that does anything.
You imbibe your own blood, and you see how the choreographed Roker is just sort of looking at you, sort of with like, not as the best equivalency that ugly bastard can assume of like a puppy dog eyes, like, oh. But then you promptly just incinerate and breathe down a fiery breath into the basin, and thus the removing the blood. Oh. The material doesn't scorch at all. And that's something to know from the previous time. The black dragon's line breath hit the other side. It never melted or caustically like eroded or anything. It is unaffected by your elements. in more ways than one. As you breathe down into it, you see just a pristine basin still. Oh. Let me ask something. If it drops into it, it's metallic clang echoing off the basin, up the walls, to the tall roof. Nothing happens. I want to ask, where did you guys put all the magic items that you guys got from the previous room? You guys just chucked them in the bag, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
No, I was.
Except for the
I
helmet.
didn't
Well,
put the
yeah,
helmet.
you took the helmet. Yeah, you took the helmet. I know that.
I think they've all gone in the bag, haven't they? As far as I know.
I believe so, except the helmet, the
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
the Aquarius helmet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So never mind. I'm just gonna drop a look. Take a load off here. He just sits down against the wall, leans against it. When you guys are done being smart.
Oh, fair. I guess smart things wouldn't be in his domain.
Well.
Taking another guess, doing a similar thing as to what I did with the golden one, but here, instead of druidcraft, I'm just gonna chuck an evocation cantrip down the basin with the bloodied hand. Bloop.
Sacred flame. You burn bright this cantrip into the basin. It is pristine nonetheless, and nothing happens.
Maybe try. As a wild idea, maybe you're supposed to do like across the way correlating magics. If that makes sense. Like, as blue is here, silver's there. Maybe do enchantment here and evocation there. Because these were connected, so maybe there's like supposed to be some connection. I don't know.
But the transmutation worked with the golden.
Yeah, you're right.
You would figure just giving them all money would work. They're dragons after all.
Race thinks about that for a second,
Maybe it's a type of gem.
then he nods.
It's like, you're not wrong. What type of gems do we have?
No.
What type of gems do we have? That's a good question.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Let's see. Platinum, gold.
While you figure the gems out, I'm gonna pee really quick. Be right back.
Alright.
Okay. Also, be aware I am no way in hell doing an accent right now, but
Fair.
That's fair.
I shall reply.
Very fair. Very fair. You're
Yeah.
hanging out next to the Sir Grace and the basin right now.
Oh yes, I see.
Well, next.
Oh, so you
not
sure you
next,
can't hear like the cars going by or anything, or?
No, I
Surprisingly.
can hear your steps, but no cars, which is weird because you would assume a car would be louder than a step.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the cars are like constant. That's why I was really like paranoid. Okay.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
never
I
know
don't hear
what
any
keeps up.
You
cars.
want me?
No, you're fine.
Really?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh fuck, this was
Like-
quite good. Okay, that's
Yeah,
Just
That's
watch
what-
out for
maybe
the
like
ravens.
Yeah, watch out for birds.
I think that might be why. I think because the car noise is constant, Discord drops that out. But since your steps aren't constant, they are in a rhythm, but they're not constant. It keeps that in. Weirdly enough.
okay. If it gets annoying, let me know and I'll just mute.
Yeah,
But I'm
well,
nearly home now, so
Yeah,
It's fine, it's fine.
No, you're totally fine.
okay, that's fine. So I'm really like paranoid that I'm gonna like annoy you guys.
No.
But
Don't worry about it.
You'll be the first to know. Don't worry.
okay, thank you. Best continue on.
Mhm.
Rose is
I
just
will
digging through
give
the
a
bag,
background
discovering we
roll
don't have
to. I'll give a background roll to Ruhan and Rose, and I'll say Varric can
And
give
Beck.
one of you advantage.
shit. Hi. My background's plus
I'll
10. What's yours?
Actually, no, I'm not gonna make it a choice. Rose, you get advantage.
Aight.
Very specific reason.
God, I need it. Wait, no, guidance.
Guys doesn't apply to background info.
Okay.
15.
Not great, considering I have a plus for
If... yeah, it's not great at all.
If.
Harkening back to the coin you guys just received, the one, just detailing, Zemrenef, Baroness of Blights, Matron of the Mires. Dragons oftentimes, if not always, hold themselves as I guess that's probably where the expression comes from, King of the Roost. Right?
Right. So, do they want sacrifices then?
Maybe.
Hope not.
That's pretty common.
Ori, come over here.
But do you,
No.
but note what it details, right?
Right.
They're King of the Roost, Zemrenef, Baroness of Blights, Matron of the Mires.
Right. Okay.
And that's
So
all
what-
I'm telling you.
So what are they all the masters of? Or at least believe themselves to be the masters of?
Being arrogant.
Okay, more general.
Shit, you right.
What's like
Messing
marsh-
things up for everyone.
Bruhan, I need you to put your bias aside
For
like
giants in
2
specific, that is very
minutes.
true, and there is a reason for that, right?
It's like what happens if you put an antitoxin in the... No, I don't want to find out what happens when you do that.
Keck.
Neither do I.
That's what happens, Keck.
The statue just looks straight down at her and just like, dude, really?
You know how in Skyrim the giants kind of talk when they use their breath?
Hmm.
They
I
do?
just imagine it would breathe out like a cone of acid or of poison that just yells out, bruh.
Also, Kirsty, are you okay? What?
She got muted.
Well, she did.
Maybe she's talking to someone, I don't know. Maybe her flatmate is like getting back at the same time and decided to scare her, I don't know.
Last thing I heard was, oh shit. Okay, so marshmallow. That's bad.
He had the instinct to mute, which is interesting. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. That's just a weird thing. Could she go over here and put the coin in the basin and see if that has any reaction?
The one you got from the bag of holding?
The one we found in the other room. Related
Yeah,
to the
that's in
person
the bag of
who-
holding?
Yeah.
That one?
Just pop that out, put it in, see if anything special happens.
You grab it from the bag of holding and begin putting it in, and you feel almost like a magnetic or gravitational pull pulling it in.
Whoa.
Like, it wants to be in there. Like, 100%. Do you let it?
Yeah, she just lets it go and steps over here at the same time.
You let go, and it gets pulled into the basin, where it begins to melt.
Oh.
And as it melts, it changes from the gold, material it was comprised of. It bubbles up more and more. As it bubbles up, it changes material and appearance from gold, like a molten gold, to absolutely opaque swamp water, which then shifts again as it bubbles up to the top of the basin, almost to the very edges of it. It changes from this basically unseeable through, like, a non-transparent swamp water, smell is included, by the way, to blood.
Is it like... how do I describe it? Is it like mortal blood, or is it like...
Are you a blood quirk? It's red.
Oh. It do be red.
It's red.
I take out some food from a ration and put it in the white one.
You put it in, and nothing happens.
Alright. Who can cast cold magic?
fresh. I can make my arrows do different type of damage.
I
Also,
can.
if it's also that's a good point.
It frees the food. White dragons like their food frozen.
Okay.
Elbow comes over and just blasts it. The food is frozen. The basin is unaffected. The material is comprised of absolutely non-caring. But nothing happens.
Anybody have like something of a hunt, like a tooth or talon, and then looks at Reyes, who's probably covered in tooths and talons.
What is that blood I smell?
After that, no touch this one. We don't want to know what it does to you. No.
It's just sitting there, though.
Yes, and it could be weird and magical and turn you into a weird, like, demon dragon thing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Witch Stalker.
So
Make sure he doesn't touch this bowl.
Rolls Relkurt's perception with blood. Gets advantage because he's a bloody guy. 23. Oh, it's dragon blood, too. Oh.
Okay. We're on the right track.
Ooh.
Hey, Witch
Come
Stalker,
on,
make sure he
Shiggy.
doesn't. Make sure he
Give
doesn't.
me a
touch
look.
bowls.
Can you get away from me, Witch Stalker? Hey. I don't know how you fucking sneak around so quickly.
His it's in the name. His name is Stalker. He's
Yeah, but I ain't a witch. You're more of a witch than me. You cast magic and use a girl.
That's kind of true, yeah. He's got you there.
So, here's a question, Crash.
Yeah, what's up?
I have remember from the pit that we pulled Relkirk out of.
Yeah.
Follow me. I retrieved 4 pairs of mithril boots.
Yeah, what about him?
Can I take one out and see if it fits into the basin indenture here? The redhead.
It did have a pull with the coin, so instead of just tossing stuff in, you could see if it has like kind of a reaction to it.
I'm trying to think how big is a red cap's foot is. I'll say yes.
They're small creatures.
They do,
their
but they have big
boots are made
feet.
for
Like
walking.
They specifically have big feet.
Heh. Makes
Yeah,
sense, makes
it's
sense.
like as part of the myth, whatever.